got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her.
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop it now, I wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me for family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. Career lifespan looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin' they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Mounties of Omaha taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Herbert to throw right away. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Baylor Tiger. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert now. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he gets this one just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point attempt to come here. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And Pickett going to move his guys around. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 74 yards. And the Mounties are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 7.
Crowd right. Home the troops right. Ready.
Another run for Gibbs here.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense. Still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third down and 6.
Let's go. Set.
Here's Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Fourth down to give to Gibbs.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Excellent defensive play by Dominic Robinson, beating the line and dropping him for a loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Pickett back to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Third down and 13. Pickett. He'll look to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this one complete again to Mims. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Well, they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Ten. 59, 59.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on it, and that may have been what happened there.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
5-9.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
59. Let's go. Hey, go Lion.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set. Grenade. Grenade. 12. Hey, ram. Set.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marvin Mims, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete here.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Pickett.
Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there on third down. 43 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Pickett.
He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 34 yards.
And the Mounties have got it back to within a score.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went, That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs.
Shoves him aside near the 35. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Crowd right.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Inside the 10.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there of pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a 2nd score.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Gibbs.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2.
Ram.
And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Trying with Pickett here on third down.
Going deep for Hopkins. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
3rd and 12.
Baylor tight. What is that?
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Monty's 19. One-way Koo set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll go to work with a little momentum following the free kick. 1st and 10. Quickly to Addison here. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Pickett.
At the 33-yard line.
Going deep for Hopkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 10. And an Omaha 1st down.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He lets one go deep for Addison. Touchdown! Jordan Addison, 50 yards. And the Mounties get a bit closer.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 120 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Ray.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go. 21. Hey, Kappa.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Pickett right back to the air again.
He sets to fire deep.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route go deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
They'll throw again with Pickett. He lets one go deep for Addison. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Let's go. Ready?
Herbert off of play action. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Herbert changing things up.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it's Gibbs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Herbert now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Go.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Pickett to throw. Pass complete. Hurst. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
At the 16-yard line.
Pickett's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Herbert. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a